So welcome to Celtics Art Week. My name's Eva.
And I'm Harley, and today we are going to be listening to some different genres of poetry. First up, to take the stage, will be Anisha Kumar. Somewhere, there's a poem, waiting. You told me it's in the way I bow my head in reverence, as I clasp my hands holding onto the hope that someday, you'll save me. And then you do. Save me in the best way possible, as I was led to you. See, somewhere there's a poem, and maybe it's in the way my heart took control of my entire body when you bumped into me. A kid in a candy store. The only sweet I wanted was on the top shelf, waiting till someone came and grabbed it for me. So, I patiently waited for you, taking confidence in stride, fearless of the consequences that may come with removing the distance between us, bridging the gap between scorn, lovers. But then maybe it's in the way my mouth goes numb every time you kiss me. I assumed it was some sort of venom reserved for the taken ones, left there by their absent lovers to ward off the predators. But I'm not sure who the predator is, because if you're the snake, then what am I? Wait, hold on. Evening of our first date, holding on to what society fills our brains with as perfection, I prayed for the strength to hold on to the Shakespeares and the Austins of our time, lovers who fell so deeply for each other in hopes that one day they would be one. Smitted and vulnerable, two words that describe my devotion, how mentally you've been put on a pedestal, and physically, we're inseparable, the need to be within arm's distance of each other, like I've come up to breathing from drowning in tears, like sensations and feelings of facing your fears, like reasons behind all the hidden mistakes, my ideas start rushing. I'm taking my foot off the brakes. Silence, so they say, somewhere there's a poem, as if time and quiet have made some sort of alliance, so that somewhere in the silence, there's a poem waiting to be written. Thank you.
Anisha, that was beautiful. Next up, we have Jenica Mack.
Okay, so my spoken word is titled His Name Was John. I don't know what I'm doing in this restaurant. I don't know what he's doing here either. I'm tired of wearing these stupid heels. He goes upstairs to find me and the staff. Crash goes a plate, hitting the tile floor. Are you off now? I look at him through my blurry eyesight. Yeah, you? What am I still doing here? It's 10:56 p.m. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Nah, not yet. His Australian accent curls itself around the smoke from the girls downstairs. It's like a bonfire on a warm, comfortable summer night, warm, inviting me. Pay attention, listen. I think about how my weekend is gone, Saturday. My eyeballs are heavy. He has a sweet smile. I'll see you Saturday then. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. I hear his footsteps disappear into the kitchen. 2, 5, 6, 8, 8, I punch out. I never saw him walk into work again. Some days after, I was leaning against the counter, just in front of the kitchen, drinking iced tea or pop. I don't remember. I was talking to a guy I used to go to school with, my age. He was a dishwasher. I asked him where John had gone. Oh, John? I loved him. He was a really great worker. Oh yeah, he quit. Are you serious? Crash, crash, crash. Is that plates against the tiled floor, or is that my heart against my ribs? Yeah, dude, he's in India. Who's gonna ask me how I'm doing in the middle of the dinner rush? Who's gonna ask if I'm okay if cutlery hits my foot again? Who's going to make me laugh at the dish pit? Whose sweet smile am I gonna look at 10:56 p.m.? No one else remembered my name after the orientation. How am I supposed to feel comfortable going back into work? India. For vacation? He's a backpacker. He worked for a bit just to get there. I'm gonna miss him. He went back into the kitchen, and I went back to clearing tables.
Wow, that blew me away. Now we have 2 grade 8s presenting their poem, Angelina and Cecilia.
We're so glad school is almost done. We're already at the end of the run.
Goodbye waking up so early.
I've been passing my tests barely.
I no longer will stress over tests and exams,
because soon we'll be watching Netflix programs.
My days will be spent the way I want,
and no more struggles finding the perfect font. Party all Friday night until we see the light. have real dress down, and let's go to Splashdown. All day long I will stay in the sun, and all day long I will have so much fun.
I'll go shopping with all my friends and make every day the weekend.
Hang out by the beach,
And let's go get ice cream treats.
I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to play with my sister and brother.
I can't wait to see all of my friends.
But I'll see them again when summer ends. Summer will speed by so fast. Oh, how we wish the days would last. For when it ends, I must abandon the pool.
I will really dread going back to school.
But in the end, we will suffice because we've had the best summer of our lives.
Thank you.
That was awesome, you guys. Next up, we have all of your favorite, Kyle Arthur.
On the hillside there lay an ashen knight. He is woozy, dreary, and full of blight. I ask said knight why he looks so affright. He turns to me and gazes at me with hollow sight. Frightfully, I look towards him, seeing his past spell out before me. He shares with me his greatest fears. When I stare into his eyes, I feel the cold embrace of 1,000 lies. Recollecting from this knight's younger years, I see a woman drenched in tears. The knight goes to comfort her, but she runs away. It appears that his wife has seen through his guise. The ashen knight knows what he does is wrong, but he knows not what to say. But it appears that what he fears seems to be an endeavor that has lasted years. This situation has run amok, and all that he can say is sorry. But sadly, she knows not to forgive him, and this will bring up his demise. So the ashen knight solemnly sits, waiting for the day his love will be so fit. Each day he grows weaker, and it appears that his fire is about to fade. However, I could not see all the lies and tricks that the ashen knight did commit. But what I see is that every day he will sit and grovel in his mistakes that he himself has made. Yay.
Wow, Kyle, that was beautiful. Next up, we have Alicia Caranding.
I'm sitting here trying to write a poem. And all I can think is how stupid I feel to miss you already. You were my first concert. Heart-throbbing, electrifying, sweaty disaster, and awe at the sight of you, depressed with the lack of you. My heart was in my throat when you talked. When you walked, it dropped from my throat to my stomach, grasping onto every organ in my body, down to my feet. That was only when you took steps away from me. When we were together, I felt thunder in your chest with the pound of a kickbox drum, boom boom, to realize it was only boom boom, my heart, boom boom, rapidly boom boom, get to yours in the hands of someone else I want to be. You're constant. Boom. Boom, boom, butterfly stroke, hand-holding little smile. When you laugh, I want to stare at your right eyebrow. Lifting ever so slightly as you lean into me, I want to hold you there, don't move. Let me feel you in my presence while you say, I'm so sorry, it's okay. It's not okay, I just pluck a few strings. It's not okay, I'm just the background music to your soundtrack. It's not okay for my heart to feel I just play violin, because to me, you are the whole damn symphony. You should be called a conductor because yes, I played the instrument, but you coordinated it all. My heart was in your hand, so was his. The heaviness of mine outweighed his pinch-sized soul, and maybe you thought you deserved a pinch-sized soul, but a pinch-sized soul deserves a pinch-sized soul, and your soul is not pinch-sized. We accept the love we think we deserve. I should have never handed you my world, begging you to hurt me when you were already hurting. I'm sorry. You're not here right now. But you would tell me it's okay, and Jellybean, your scars are healing. I will not be the one to tear them open. Again, you deserve the world. I will hand it to you personally on a silver platter of I love you with a note that says, when you're ready, I smelled you on the bus today. So I'm sitting here, trying to write a poem. And all I can think is how stupid I feel to miss you already. Thanks.
Wow, I'm speechless.
Now, please welcome Angel Solis.
Identity. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Like every single thing you do or say just comes out wrong? And then you feel the need to change something about you just so you don't have to feel so blue? Insecurity describes this perfectly. I want you to think about someone you look up to the most. Are they humble or do they boast? Now I want you to think about how they talk, dress, and act. Have they in your lives made any impact? How many girls would apply makeup just to feel beautiful? I know this for a fact because the feeling is mutual. Or how many of you would work out just to look tough? Looking at your weaknesses and insecurities is already enough to see into an innocent mind that one has to be perfect in order for others to see and perceive that one is worth it. Then in trying to avoid doing wrong in your life is hard to omit. It is this way of thinking that holds us back from reaching our summit. But because of society today, people change the way they act, the things they say, and sometimes change just isn't okay. Because of society today, I pray every day. Not just for the people who are poor, not just for the sick, the dying, and the deceased, but also for peace. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Like every single thing you do or say just comes out wrong? And then you feel the need to change something about you, just so you don't have to feel so blue? Insecurity describes this perfectly. Personally, I don't like the world we're living in today. I'm so sick and tired of all the pain that I see, and for what gain? God has made us in his eyes. This may sound like a surprise, but he does not think that you need a disguise. So answer his call to be what he designed. Avoid falling into that beauty that's been pervertedly defined. It's what makes you beautiful, cliche, I think yes. Follow what your heart desires, for the heart knows best. So go out, paint the colors of the wind. Go around the river bend. Don't go through life wondering, when will my reflection show who I am inside? Don't hide, abide. Do not dare confide, only in yourself. Leave whatever is bothering you at the door. There is so much more to look forward to. So much more in store. So tell yourself you are on your way, that you can go the distance. You can be persistent, diligent, and you are not alone. I mean, look how much you've grown. No matter how much of a whole new world, how bad the weather, just remember, we're all in this together. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing.
Now, last but certainly not least, we have Eleni Sonis.
Hi. Eyes. Hers, not mine, as I lay on the couch in the room that smells like incense and the divine. My toes wiggle back and forth in the fuzzy socks I bought right before because they were soft. Words fill the heavy air as she tries to avoid saying therapy. But I feel it on the tip of her tongue, and I'm never wrong, just on a path, but I see through it and I want to believe it, but how? When lately I feel the sidewalk splitting and I'm falling straight through the cracks. My skin touches the cool, smooth surface of the buzzer beneath my fingers, and I mentally prepare for the questionnaire, and I wiggle my toes once more. Buzz. I vibrate and the inquisitions begin, but all I can think of is the feel of your hands on my skin. The first time I ran my hands through the soft curls of the one I would come to call mine, and we are nature. You are the tall evergreen in the forest where I would love to dwell but can never reach. I am the ground under your feet. I will never be as big, never as tall, but I am always changing, and I'm something new for you. Bow down to look at me. Never condescending, the words you speak are a reason, but the tone is a silent question, and as I am the dirt, I quickly slip through your hands before you can grasp me. A creek trickles between us, but suddenly it is an ocean, and I barely see you anymore. And I miss you. The way I miss my mom, but she's not around because she has a new family, new kids, and I am alone. That's why I'm sitting here in this dark room with a buzzer in my hands, but I maintain my inhibitions because I can't trust no man. Buzz. I tell you I hate you, like I told her to, but you don't know that I don't mean it, and in reality, I'm obsessed with you, but it is summer, and you can reach the sky and the sunlight shines on you, but I am covered in shadows. If it was autumn, it would be better because the leaves would fall, and I could be graced by you, and I pray by you, and I pray for you, and even a single leaf would be the most beautiful thing dirt has ever known. A single leaf is my whole world, but I am the cold. Trust. There's no such thing, for didn't you see the soil is used to getting stomped on, and it is all it has ever known. Buzz. So you go to sleep, and I am awake, wondering what the feelings mean, and if I can go take a walk in the forest because it's my favorite place to be. Buzz. The buzzers drop soft thud, time to go home, but I'll be back in another week because I don't sleep, and I am crazy. The sun is shining on my way back to the bus stop. Let's stop before it is too late and we've wasted it all away, crunch. A stick snaps as I think fast, the forest where we met the first time, and it is who we are. It is all we are. For you and I, we are nothing but dust and shadows. Thank you.
Guys, can we have another round of applause for not only Eleni, but everyone who participated today? And I ask that everyone please pick up any garbage they have with them right now.
And don't forget, for music performances tomorrow at lunch.
Thanks, everyone.